Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to another overview video. We've done like 30 of these now. Well, not 30, we've done 29. Because this right here is LG&D 29. And we will go over exactly why we have all these plates that say LG&D 29. But yeah, so let's go over this whole thing right here. There's a lot to go over. It's a 2022 King Ranch F-350 Super Duty, which means it's fully loaded. It's got a sunroof, it's got the two-tone interior, has the big dash because only the 2022s come with the big dash. It's kind of stupid, isn't it, that 2021 came out with, well, 2021, the truck's exactly the same. The only difference from 2021 to 2022 is the big dash. So it's kind of annoying because 1 year difference, the only thing you get as a difference is the dash. But nonetheless, you're getting a 2022, you get the big dash, so be grateful for that because it really is a large difference, even though it's so small, it's only one thing. It's something that you would want to have. It's a very nice screen. We'll go over that in a second. But first, let's go over the exterior. And before we do that, let's just mention that this giveaway only goes until September 30th. So well, by the time that you're seeing this video, the first day it goes live, you're gonna have about a month. And if you see this video within halfway through the giveaway, which is closer to September 30th, then you're not gonna have much time to get entered. You might even see this video after the giveaway is entirely done. I'm saying September 30th, 2022. So if you don't see this before September 30th, 2022, you lost your chance or you just never had a chance because you never knew about it. But if you are watching this before September 30th, 2022, you have a chance to take this thing home, title in your name, and $50,000 in cash. The only thing you need to pay for, of course, is taxes. As always, every single one of our giveaways and any other legal, legit, registered, bonded giveaway, you're going to have to pay your taxes, income taxes, which means basically about 30%, depending on tax brackets and all that stuff in states. You're gonna have to pay income tax, and we give you $50,000 in cash, which is more than enough, even at the highest tax bracket, to pay your taxes on your winnings. So with all taxes said and done, if you pay your taxes, which keep in mind, let's say you win this thing, you're gonna get it around October, mid-October. That's when we're gonna fly the winner in. And you're gonna have to pay taxes on it in January, in the first few months of 2023. So whatever the taxes are, you would pay that in 2023. You have a few months. Obviously, I wouldn't suggest go blowing the 50K unless you have a plan to recover that 50K, because you will have to pay probably 80% of that on taxes. Other giveaway companies might not tell you. They don't really want you to know, but when you see a truck that's being given away and let's say $10,000 cash or $20,000 cash, whatever it is, if it's a brand new truck, keep in mind, brand new trucks nowadays are going for like $95,000. MSRP even is 85. This one we paid $95,000 for, and it was pre-owned because I specifically wanted a 2022 King Ranch in this color, and there was not a single in the whole entire country. This one came from Oklahoma. I had to buy a truck, pay $3,000 to get it delivered to Connecticut. So $95K, $3,000. We pay sales tax on every single truck because we're not a dealer. $30,000 in upgrades, and then of course all the work that goes into this. It's pretty expensive to run these giveaways, but on top of that, the winner, because you know, Uncle Sam needs his pay, they need to pay taxes on their winnings, and most giveaway companies will only give you $20,000 on a $100,000 truck. So when you win that truck, if your taxes come out to, let's say, $30,000, now you are stuck paying $10,000 over what you received. So you're not actually getting it for free. Our giveaways, if you win this truck and you win the $50,000 in cash that comes with it, you don't have to pay anything out of pocket. As long as you don't go below that 50K, that's why we tell you, because we don't want you to go below the 50K. Even before it was 50K, we were doing $30,000 when trucks were worth a little less. Now they're crazy high, and I don't see them going down anytime soon. So we're gonna stay at 50K. And every single time we give away a truck, it always covers the taxes. So that's a big thing that we pride ourselves in, and we are super excited to give one of you the keys to this truck. We do it every single month. Always, well, not always a brand new truck, but we do a lot of brand new trucks. Sometimes we'll go back and we'll do like a 2018 or a 2017 because it has an exhaust and a tune on it. But we can't physically put any type of motor work or tuning on these trucks because of the whole EPA thing nowadays. So if we're gonna give away something that has a straight pipe, it's gonna be something that has already been done, and we buy it like that. If we're buying a brand new truck, you can expect it to be bone stock performance-wise. If you wanna be the one to go out, buy an exhaust, a tune, whatever, you're getting 50K, you can do whatever you want with this truck. Again, most of that 50K is gonna go towards taxes, but if you really don't like these wheels and tires, then go get a new set of wheels and tires. I mean, they're like $5K for a nice set. You can throw some stocks on it for like $2,500. You do not get the stock wheels with these trucks. So you will have to pay out of pocket if you want the stock wheels on the truck. But regardless of the wheels and tires, if you only don't like the wheels and tires on our trucks, don't hold yourself back from entering, because literally one lucky entry is all it takes to not only win this, but it's all it took for all of our past winners to win. And every single one says the same exact thing. I had no idea that this was gonna happen. I took the chance, and they all walked away with something pretty damn big. They all got a truck, they all got a boatload of cash, and at the end of the day, they were probably the most excited they've ever been in their life to take home a truck back to their hometown and cash. If you were to go replicate this truck, you would, mark my words, spend $150,000 or more on the truck alone. You're getting this truck for free. If you get a shirt, that shirt could win you this truck. If you get a hoodie, that hoodie can win you this truck. If you get a detailing product, we have so many detailing products that some of you guys may not know about. The smell is amazing, and the performance, the actual use of the product is amazing. So there's so many options for you to get entered. You could actually use our products. You're not getting entered for nothing. If you don't win the truck, you're still walking away with something. This is one of the shirts in the LG&E 29 collection. So yeah, there's a whole entire collection on the website of LG&E 29 based apparel as well. All colored exactly like the truck. Ford stuff, you can see the headlight here. So anyways, there's a bunch of options. Get yourself entered. One lucky entry could win you the truck and the cash. So anyways, with that said, now we can get into it. So we'll start off with the paintwork first. Exterior as a whole. So work our way down. First, we have 35% tint on the windshield, 5% on the sides. So we do on all of our giveaway trucks. And then working from the front to the back. Let's go. So the truck is factory two-tone. Bumpers are factory painted in the tan. And then factory trim right here on the grill is also tan. For whatever reason, they make those satin. So we left it satin. Grill, we have our main cross member here in red, two-tone emblem. Like I said, bumper was already painted, so we matched the valance to the bumper. Headlights, as always, opened up, torn down. Every single piece in there is taken apart and painted. And in this case, in this scenario, of course, we did two-tone. So our buckets are tan. Our actual bezel is ruby red. Our LED windows here, we like to call them C-bars, are frosted so that you get that nice uniform solid LED look, even though there are individual LEDs back there. And then on the side, we have the tan reflector. Working a little bit back over here, we have the side emblems, which are normally brushed. This is like a brushed aluminum color on the bezel here, and then this is black plastic, and then the letters are always chrome. So instead, obviously, as you can see, I'm like telling you it's tan and red, you can see it. So bezel's tan. Black plastic, which is normally textured plastic, is now color matched and smooth in the ruby red. The original chrome letters are now tan. Mirrors, as always, color matched, smoothed. Ruby red, tan caps, tan reflectors with switchback LEDs in there. So when you signal, they're orange, and when you're just driving, they are white like so. Going back a little bit more, we have the factory handles. These are factory red, so we don't need to change that out. I did just figure out that this, well, obviously it has the keyless entry, so if you hover your hand back there, it opens up, and then if you hold your finger on that, it locks it. And I just figured out that it actually folds the mirrors too by doing that. I don't know if you could do it with the actual remote though. Let's see. Okay, so that's a setting in the dash that I never knew about. I guess it's on right now. So anyways, keyless entry, cool feature. I mean, we're not gonna go over every single feature of the truck because there are a lot of cool features of the Ford trucks in general. There's just so many that it would take me probably an hour to go through everything. And of course I would need to look at a list because I didn't build the truck, we just built the exterior. So I know everything on the outside that we did by heart. I don't know everything in the truck. But there's probably still some features that I don't even know about. It's usually how it goes. There's always features that you have to figure out, like the iPhone. There's so many things that you could edit in the iPhone that I just don't know how to do until somebody shows me. Okay, so anyways, open up the doors. Factory Ford steps. All of the higher model Fords come with steps from factory. And normally, this little trim, which is bronze now, is chrome, and then the rest of the step is textured black powder coat. So we color matched in ruby red powder coat the actual step. The trim, which was originally chrome, is now bronze. And then the end caps are painted, not powder coated because those are plastic. You can't powder coat plastic. But why powder coat over paint on the steps? The main reason is because paint is going to chip over time. If you have a tire stuck in your rock if you have a rock stuck in your tire, then it flings up and hits your step, and your step is painted. It is going to chip and it's gonna look like crap. So we powder coat our steps. If a rock hits it, it's not gonna chip. Powder coat is very, very strong. And as well as the top, when you step on it, I could get 5 little rocks on here. I can get 5 rocks on my shoe, whatever. I can go from this sand to these steps, and you're not gonna chip it. You might scratch it a little bit, but over time you're not really gonna notice those scratches unless you're using this thing on a work site maybe. But nonetheless, powder coat could also be buffed just like paint. Regardless, they last way longer than if they were painted. And I see a lot of people painting steps, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Match that paint with powder coat. Find a powder coat color that matches and powder coat them. But they're not intelligent enough to do so. So moving back a little bit more, fender flares are factory. These come factory tan. Bed cover. We're talking about paint here, but might as well show you the bed cover. Backflip bed cover. Tail lights, like normal. Factory tail lights, we always border and tint. So the exterior trim right here is in ruby red. The other way you can go about this is just straight up tinting. But that red outline always adds that nice two-tone contrast touch. Tailgate, the only thing that we have going on here is a color matched tailgate handle. Well, this is more like a tailgate bezel because the handle is electric. It's just a little button. A lot of stuff back here, but I will show you. Factory bed liner. You got the step. Again, this isn't a Ford commercial. I'm not here to show you everything that the truck has for features. But hey, if you got a bad back, this is how you get in your truck. Put that bitch down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how you got to close Ford tailgates. They're work trucks, remember? It's a heavy tailgate. So bumper, factory tan. We did not need to touch that. Tan powder coated hitch. We're not even talking about powder coat yet, but might as well tell you because it's right there. You know, it really doesn't look like a lot of paint work, but when everything's off the truck, it's a lot of paint work. So paintwork wise, we are done there. Let's move on to suspension. Suspension and powder coat. Wheels are right here, so we'll talk about the wheels. JTX Forged with a custom LGND supply code engraved in the lip, brushed finished. If you don't like the brush finish, again, you can get whatever wheels and tires you want because you're getting 50K and you're gonna have some left over after taxes to do whatever you want with the truck. Or you could sell these. These are $8,000 wheels. $8,000 wheels that if you want to take off, you could and sell them. So not only are you gonna have cash out of the cash that you're getting with the truck to do whatever you want with, you're also gonna have cash from these wheels and tires if you were to sell them and want to switch it out. They are worth some money, so the options there. Billet center caps, which means that they are billet aluminum. Normally you can get these with plastic. However, when you do plastic, of course, let's say we did black gloss wheels or satin black wheels. Then what you could do is you could take you could take the plastic caps and you can just paint them. But you can't paint brushed because brushed has that brushed finish, that technique of brushing like a Scotch-Brite pad or sandpaper. That's how you get that brushed finish. You can't do that on plastic. Theoretically, you could. If you had a chrome plastic cap, you can take a Scotch-Brite pad and go in one direction completely evenly with no errors. Just over the chrome, scuff it up, and then clear coat over it. You would have brushed, but that's the wrong way to do it. That's the cheap way to do it. So billet caps and brushed finish to match. And then on this truck specifically, we have 2-inch spacers, billet spacers from Shifted Industries. So yeah, Shifted Industries have the best spacers on the market. We've done obviously probably half of our trucks, half our giveaway trucks have had spacers on them from Shifted Industries. Never had an issue. Before that, we were building trucks for customers. Never had an issue. Shifted Industries just has that rep, and you know, wheel spacers are kind of like, in a lot of people's eyes, they're bad. And yeah, they're bad over time for your hubs. Your bearings might go bad. I've put personally 40,000 miles on one truck with spacers on it for the whole 40,000 miles, and I've never had an issue. So not saying you won't have an issue in the future. What I'm saying is your chances of having an issue are pretty slim. But that's what makes this truck. And this is the style truck that we build. So if you don't like the trucks that we put out because they have wide wheels and tires, you're just gonna have to face the fact that we do that for almost all of our trucks that we give away. That's our style. That's how we've always built trucks. Even before we were doing giveaways, when I had just a shop and building trucks for customers, this was the style of truck that people came to us to build. This is our style. Suspension. PMF suspension, as always on all of our Fords, we do PMF. Trevor over there is one of my very good friends, and honestly, we became good friends because he has such a good product, and he's just a cool guy. But the product that he makes for Fords is the best on the market. I've tried many other brands. PMF has never disappointed. Their workmanship is just, it's unmatched. So PMF full kit on this thing. The fun thing about Fords that I like doing versus GMs and Rams, there's almost nothing on the market for full kits. You can piece together kits with parts from other companies. Flight Fabrication sells Ram parts. There's some Carly suspension Ram parts, but PMF they also sell some Ram parts, but no one really sells a full kit for Rams. They do, like BDS and all that stuff, but that's like beginner level stuff. PMF is like SEMA quality parts. If you don't know what SEMA is, look it up. SEMA trucks use PMF or completely fabricated stuff. PMF is the closest you can get to a completely fabricated lift kit because it is all fabricated by hand in-house, not in-house by us, by PMF. And it's all made to be bolt-on though, so it looks like SEMA quality, but you're not going under the truck and welding sheet metal everywhere. So let's start with the PMF because there's a lot of components to this. First and foremost, the plate. So this is just a normal coil top plate. He sells plates that are supposed to take your resi clamp here, your resi, and mount it to the top here. It'll have two clamps like this. That'll clamp your resi clamp there. Those plates say PMF normally. And I was like, hey, why don't you make us a LGND plate that says the LGND 29 number on there? And he did. So we have that coil top plate, powder coated in tan, springs. These are 3.5-inch lift springs, Icon lift springs. Powder coated factory sway bar with PMF adjustable sway bar links, powder coated in tan. Down here, you can see the end mounts of the of the steering stabilizer kit. So with the steering stabilizer kit, all you have is two shocks, two Fox shocks, 2.0 shocks, and then you have an end mount on both ends because you have two shocks, and then the center PMF mount. So it's a super, super cool kit that they have, super easy to install. And honestly, it makes your steering so much smoother in these things. It's night and day. Between stock and with these, night and day. These things they're super, super fun to put together because there's so many parts that are visible that it's fun to just play around with colors and it's all visible. That's the thing. The Cognito kits with the Chevys, you can't even see the front diff. It's behind a skid plate. Here you can see the front diff clear as day. You can see the steering stabilizers clear as day. Underneath this valance right here, you can see all that stuff coming up. Like when the truck's driving down the road, you can see all of this. And then in the back, you can see everything as well. Fox 2.5 shocks. These were like the last set of this style before they started the new style. Resis in the front and the back with PMF billet clamps, powder coated tan. And then we have the PMF 3-link arms for the front. So fun fact about these things, that bronze plate right here, I keep saying tan, bronze, tan, whatever. This plate right here is a new thing. We are the first ones to actually rock it on our truck, and he is selling them to the public now. So if you want a PMF kit, before what was already gorgeous is now 10 times better. And he did not pay me to say anything. I go to people because of their product, their quality, the way they treat me. And Trevor has always been good, always had a good product. So I don't need him to give me a massive discount. We have just a normal shop discount, and that's it. We never get free stuff for the giveaways, so throw that out of your mind because that doesn't happen. We don't get these trucks for free. We pay for every single thing on this truck, and we choose to go with PMF. So that's a new thing. If you want 3-link arms, you can get those with the overlays just like that for your own truck. I always forget this. I don't know why. Probably because they're hidden. I have to like bend over to see them. I don't have a list in front of me, okay? I don't have a list that tells me all the parts. I just look at the truck, I'm like, oh, this is what we did, this is what we did, this is what we did. So, LGND rock lights. You can see them right here. Yeah, pretty cool. White LED. They're bright, they last a long time. You're not gonna need another set for as long as you own the truck. Each piece is, you could buy a single or you could buy a kit. We put 20 on this truck and 20 on most of our giveaway trucks. And you could buy the whole entire kit on lgnsupplyco.com and throw them on your truck, and that might just win you the truck. So if you need rock lights for your truck, choose LGND before you look elsewhere because of course it gets you entered to win a truck. Before we work our way back, coolest thing about PMF is their diff covers, I think. Obviously 3-link arms are cool too, but their diff covers have always been the same. So we did the ruby red diff cover with the eagle in bronze. And the eagle, their logo's cool. It's an eagle holding a welding stick. Now we can make our way back. So if you look at the truck from the side, first few things that you notice are, of course, the Fox shocks, the coil, then you see the 3-link, and then in the back you see something that looks pretty damn similar to the 3-link design-wise, and that's traction bars. So traction bars, they've always been gorgeous from PMF. The only thing difference from this and the old ones, the old style, they're the same traction bars. The only thing that he did now is overlays just like the 3-link. So these overlays that are brand new, this is the first time they're ever on a truck, are now also available from PMF for you to add as an option to your traction bar order. And as everything with PMF, everything is just completely bolt-on. So your front mounts are bolted to the frame, and then your back mounts are bolted in the factory U-bolt plate location. So obviously, ruby red with tan plate. LG 29 plate on there as well, though. He did do that for us. And then coming back to the very end, the truck's a little low here, but you can see we have the PMF brackets and then also the PMF did cover in the back too. Ruby red with a tan eagle. Now, that's pretty much it for exterior. Am I missing anything? Red lug nuts, spiked lug nuts. I mean, that's nothing too special about that, but lug nuts are powder coated in ruby red. So interior wise, if you guys aren't familiar with Fords, the interiors on the King Ranch are the same exact thing as Platinums and Limiteds. They're the same exact thing. They're just different colors. The only difference with a Limited is the colors between a Platinum. So you can get a fully loaded Platinum or a Limited, and the only difference between the two would be the interior colors. The only difference between the King Ranch and a Platinum and a Limited is interior colors and the badges. That's it. All these price differences for what? Some different leather. But the leather's pretty cool. So you have two-tone brown, and I wouldn't even call this black. This is like a orange brown, and then this is like a dark brown. But all the plastics are also brown. The headliner's brown. The steering wheel's brown. You have the nice King Ranch logo on the center console. And then of course, like I said before, you have the big dash, which is a big deal in the truck world, because if you have a 2021 now, it's like, dude, upgrade. Like, thing's old. Headrests, I mean, like, come on. It's the little touches in the King Ranch that makes the King Ranch the King Ranch. Back seat on the Fords, the back seating area is very spacious. Almost as much room as actually I think there's more room, honestly, between the seat and the front seat than a mega cab. The mega cabs obviously have the back seat storage. These do not, but they do have your under seat storage. So you can pull this thing up, lock it in place, and you're all set. And then up under there as well, where the factory floor mats, we do have WeatherTechs in here. These are brown WeatherTechs to match the leather, obviously. But other than that, I mean, there's really not much. I could show you a lot of things about this truck, and I could show you everything that I know about the interior and how it works. But you could also just go on Ford's website and figure out everything about it, or watch like an overview from Ford. But the truck does have 3,700 miles on it. Like I said, now we got another beep. Different beeps. It's quiet enough that I could talk over it. So 3,700 miles on the truck, 3,737. By the time that we give it away, it's probably gonna have about 4,100. We put about 250 to 400 to give away, because every single film spot's about 20 minutes away from each other. The only time that we do drive these trucks during a giveaway and even before a giveaway is specifically to shoot content. So we're not just joyriding these trucks around. But 3,700 miles on it. Like I said, we did get it slightly pre-owned. One owner before us, and it was bone stock when we got it. So you're getting practically a brand. It is the newest model. 2023s aren't out yet, but it does have 3,700 miles. Normally a truck that we give away will have like 1,000 to 2,000, sometimes 3,000. Occasionally they'll have 6,000. It really all depends on where we got the truck from. But 3,700, not bad, man. This truck, like I said, with 3,700 miles on it, 3,700 miles. MSRP on this thing is 85 grand. And with 3,700 miles, the only one in the country that paid $94,500 for this thing. Pisses me off, because they're like, oh, I'm like, well, you take 90? And he's like, I have a buyer that's willing to come tomorrow for 93. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Like, what? It's ridiculous. But the screen is the best part about this truck, in my opinion. Of course, you have massage seats. All you gotta do is hit this button right here, and then it pulls up right here. You have lower rolling, upper rolling, circular cushion, full recovery, relaxed recovery, and then you could adjust the intensity here. It's cool stuff, futuristic stuff here. And then, of course, you have the $50,000. Let's talk about that. So 50 grand.
Thing's bugging out.
So $50,000 in cash is gonna come along with the keys. You're gonna get both keys, this key, a spare key, and a title. That's it. Again, the only thing you need to pay for are the taxes, your insurance, which I'll tell you right now, I mean, I'm 24 years old. I have a clean driving record, knock on wood, right? But if you have a bad driving record, it might be like $500 a month. It's not gonna be $2,000 a month. It's not gonna be $1,000 a month. You're gonna pay probably a couple $100 a month for insurance on this thing. And if you have sales tax in your state, you're gonna pay the sales tax when you go to register it. I mean, it's all those small fees that you would normally have with any vehicle, but you have $50,000 in cash to cover most of it. So it's a pretty good deal, man. You got a badass truck, and if you don't like something on it, you change it. But if you do not get entered, you can't win it. Let's put it this way. If you were to enter and you bought, I don't know, a decal, a $10 decal, and you had no intentions of winning whatsoever, you didn't care, you just bought a decal because you went online and you saw it, which did happen to one person, one winner. It was Mark Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Hamilton, he was told by his friend about a backpack that we sold. This was like a year and a half ago now. And he ended up winning LG&D 15, our satin caramel truck, the dually, and he bought a backpack. He had no idea that the giveaway was even a thing, that he was getting entered for a giveaway. I don't know how, because you go to the website and the truck's all over the place. It says this purchase gets you entered to win this truck. And then the order confirmation email, it says, congratulations, you're entered. But anyways, he didn't know apparently, and then he got the call that he won a truck. So let's just say theoretically you bought a decal and you really don't like the wheels and tires, but then you get the call that you won the truck and the 50K, I don't think you'd be upset. So stop thinking about it. Stop complaining about the wheels and tires. If you like the truck, of course you're gonna get entered. But if you don't like the truck, only because of the wheels and tires, or maybe something small pisses you off, doesn't matter. Go get entered. This can change your damn life. Some of you just don't understand that. They're like, oh, it's a scam. It's not a scam. We've done this 30 times. 29 times. 29 damn times. 3.5 years. Over $4 million in vehicles and cash prizes awarded. I don't think we would be doing this anymore if we were scamming people. So you can actually win this thing along with this. But if you do not get entered, you're not going to. And that is a fact. It's just the truth. If you don't get entered, you have no chance. So go to the website. You can click the link in the description below, or you can type it out, lgnsupplyco.com. Get yourself entered. Cross your fingers. Don't enter a million times. I say it all the time. Don't buy things you don't want. Go to the website, browse what we have. We have a ton of stuff. And if you like something, get it. The good thing is we're doing this for a month. Most of our giveaways are a month long. So you can check back in the first week. If you don't like anything, check back in the last week. We're constantly uploading new stuff, new products. But again, don't get anything you don't want. Don't spend unnecessary money. If you have an extra 30 bucks to spend this week or next week, whatever, for the month, maybe put it towards a new shirt or a jet tag or a detailing product, whatever. But that $30 could turn into a $140,000 truck along with $50,000 in cash. It's that simple. By the end of the giveaway, we take all of our entries, we send them over to our agency. They give us a winner. We're like, okay, we don't know this person. They're like, okay, confirmed. They call them, they confirm their age. You have to be over 18 years old. If you're under 18 and you want this truck, because a lot of people that are 16 want their first truck. I mean, this could be some 16-year-old's first truck. If you're under 18 years old, word of advice, put the order in your mom's name, your father's name, or someone that you trust that went, because they'll get the call. Whoever's name the order's in is gonna get the call. They're gonna be the winner, and you just have to trust them enough that if they do win, they'll actually give you the truck. So, you know. But yeah, so the agency confirms the winner. They go through the paperwork. Takes up to 24 to 48 hours it usually takes to confirm a winner. After that, we get confirmed notice that this is the winner, confirmed winner, and then we can finally, after about a week and a half after the giveaway is over, we announce the winner of the giveaway. And then after we announce, we call them and set them up on a flight to get to Connecticut, if they're far from Connecticut, of course. I would love to have a Connecticut winner. I would love to have more Massachusetts and other states around here. But at the end of the day, most of our winners are from not Connecticut. But I would like to put Connecticut on the map. So if Connecticut people are seeing this, more Connecticut people, please enter. But regardless, wherever they're from, we get them out here to Connecticut. They spend the day with us, and I should be saying you because you could be spending the day with us. You go to dinner, you go to lunch with us. You spend the whole day. We go take pictures of the truck. You could do a burnout in your truck, whatever. We spend the day, and then you go home. You can either trailer the truck back or you could drive it home. I always say drive it home because the truck's not gonna break down. Knock on wood again. But most of the time, you're gonna have no problems getting home, whether it's a 2,000 mile trip or a 5,000 mile trip, whatever. The drive home is always an experience that you should go on if you have the option. Some of our winners have trailered the trucks home just because they don't want to put miles on it, but that's completely up to you. So you spend the day with us, you take your new truck home. Next thing you know, this thing is in your driveway. And this is in either your pocket or your safe or your bank account or Uncle Sam's pockets. But listen, this truck and this cash, if you want it or even remotely like it, click that link, type out lgsplaco.com, get entered, and cross those fingers. Well, with that said, that comes to the end of the video. Thanks for watching yet another long overview video, and I will see you in the overview for LGND 30. Good luck. Maybe I'll see you here in Connecticut. Peace.